Welcome back, guys. So today we are going to build our final project in our topic, learn how to code with AI. So in our previous episode, we saw how we can use AI to learn the HTML, basics of HTML and CSS, also with JavaScript. So now today we are going to build our first project using plain HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So why learn the fundamentals of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript? Core of the web, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript are the essential building blocks of all websites. Mastering them is key to understanding web development. Framework foundations, modern frameworks and libraries are built on these technologies. Knowing the basics helps you use and customize them effectively. Creativity and flexibility. By learning the fundamentals, you can create anything from scratch without being limited by pre-made tools or templates. Problem solving, the core skills teach you how to think like a developer, giving you the confidence to tackle challenges and build the better projects. All right, so to get started, we just want to go to our desktop. So, and create a new folder. And the folder we are going to name it whatever you want. Name all news, all global news. So name it whatever you want. And we are going to open this with the VS Code, of course. Feel free to follow along with your editor you prefer. So we don't have anything here. Remember, we want to build this. We want to build this responsive website. So we are going to build this with the just plain HTML, CSS plus JavaScript. So you can see from here, we can toggle the mode from the light mode to dark mode. It is also responsive. For example, if you go to small screen, you'll see how it is much responsible. So this can help you learn how to build your first project, and you can also put this in your resume. Okay, so we are going to our VS Code. Go back to our VS Code. So we want to create some folders and file. The first one, we want to create a file called index.html. And then secondly, we also want to create image folder where we are going to store our images. And then we also want to create our CSS file. So we are going to put that in a folder called CSS. Another one is JavaScript. So we want to create JavaScript. So we're just going to call this JS, short for JavaScript. All right. So I have my images ready. So if you don't have, you can still use mine from the description. Go to my GitHub and you'll find this project there. Or you can also go use yours if you have some. All right, so first of all, in our index file, there's actually nothing. So we want to create our first HTML, H5. All right, so we remember we have to give the names to we have to give it the title. So you all global news. So you can name your website whatever you want. So secondly, we want to add the auth say auth, and so meta, what also we have description. So remember, in our first episode, I showed you that we are going to use this. We are using these tools, this Codinium, GitHub Copilot, if you have it installed already, or you can also use ChatGPT to help you speed up your process. So you can see now with this guy here. So I was be able to complete the rest of the code very easily. So the following one is in our body template. So we want to add header. And then we want to add a main, and then footer. Okay, this is it about our HTML. First thing first, we need to link our CSS. So to link our CSS, you remember we are going to CSS, but we don't have the folder here. So to get here, first of all, there's nothing in here in our CSS folder. We could create a file directly there. What I do is just go and create a file, style.css, and then there's nothing here so far. So we want to link our CSS, so we go to I'll go to this folder, first level folder, and then this one, there you go, this one. And then we don't have anything, so I'm not worrying how to check. I'm going to check that, so I'm just going to go ahead. But I also want to link the JavaScript, since we don't have anything in JavaScript. So I'm going to namgis, I'm going to create a file here, script.js. So there's nothing. There's actually nothing. So I'm going to link it also here. Remember, we have to link our JavaScript before the end tag, the closing tag of the body. So I'm going to link here script, a link to JS. So I want to do script, lowercase script, sorry. All right, now I want to just get to autocomplete. That's what I'm trying to see here. Script, yes. So what I'm trying to is, if you are using this, it will help you go faster. So you have to save sometimes. So okay, successfully link our CSS and JavaScript. So first thing we have to do in our body template here, we want to add header. So if we go to our website, you see that what we are going to build, we have header, it's header section, and then we have main section where is articles, and then we have the footer. So we are going to start with the header, of course. So I'm going to add header. So header, we're also going to have main. Let me just add all of them here, main. And then we're also going to have footer. Okay, going to have footer. Okay, so what is now we need now the content for header. The first thing our AI suggests us that, okay, we need to add the title, but we don't only need the title, so we need the logo plus title. If you see, we need logo plus title. So to do that, I'm going to do is I'm going to add here the title, that the logo that should be image. So I'm going to add a comment here, add image or logo. So I'm going to do IMD logo. So we don't have this yet. This guy is suggesting us to get logo from our image, but if you look at here, we don't have. So don't worry about this. We are going to add logo. So if you have your logo, feel free to just add, but you can still add any image there. But the following one is we need now to add the navigation menu. We need navigation menu. What I need to do first, I want to wrap this in a div. I want to wrap it in a div. So if you don't know about div, don't worry. We can go to. I want to show you some tool here. I can help you. We can use ChatGPT to learn about div. You can ask here, what is a div in HTML? So, okay, you can see div is short for division. Division. I speak much French, so you can see division. So you go ahead and read. Another tool is W3 School. This one also, which can help you learn HTML very fast. This one. So let's go back to our project. So I'm going to wrap this in a div. The following one, I want to have also another div where is going to be navigation menu. So I'm going to wrap in another div. So that's divide this another. So we're going to add this, but I can add also nav. And let's say nav stands in short for navigation. All right. So you can see with the AI can automatically suggest us the content we need to add in here. So that's, I told you, AI is very important. It can help you learn faster, and also you can code faster. All right, so we don't have any class, and if I save this, Control S in my window, from your Mac you can use Command S to save. So we need to run this. We need to run our website from the browser. So you can start the browser from your VS Code. If you are following on the VS Code, please go down here and then press on go live. This will start the local host automatically. You see, you start the local host 127.0.0.1 in a port from port 5500. So index.html. This is now our website. You can see there's nothing here except all global news with our navigation menu. So don't worry about the style. We are going to add this. So we are going to code everything step by step until we finish this. Our website will become like this. All right. So back to our VS Code. That is it, because we are not working on a CSS now. So let's focus on the article first. We want to add articles. So what we want to do, but before article, if you see, we have from our website, see, we have all global news, home, about, whatever, and then, but we have a button here, a toggle button, which user can use to set the theme mood. So we are going to add this button. So we need to add this button. So I want to add this. So I prefer to add this within this div. Within this, let's say toggle button. Say for theme mode. All right. So this is going to just a button. If you don't understand anything about HTML elements, please go to W3 School. or use AI tools to get some help. This will help you learn faster. So the button is going to be type of button, and then we're just going to save it. So about this error, so if you are using VS Code, just go and press here disable. This will disable this error. I'm not sure if you will see this error from your end. All right, so another thing from this icon, you see that this button is not just a button, but is icon. So we are actually using FontAwesome. So if you go to element, want to inspect it, you want to inspect this, you'll see that we are using uh, icons, FAF sun, FAFA dash sun. So this we are using FontAwesome, FontAwesome. So to see that, you can go to header, and you will see that this is what we are using. You can directly copy it from here. I can copy it from here. Just copy. I'll show you how I can copy from here. So I'll leave the link on the description. Please, if you don't see the link, you can leave the comment there, and I will try my best to show you the link. But this is the link. So we are going to just link somewhere. So I can link it here. Just add the link here, CSS, and save it. All right, so you won't see anything, you won't see any change until you add the icon. So for example, I'm using this coding AI to help me speed up the development. So I'm going to save this and back to my browser to see the change. So remember, this is our website, and you can see now here we have our website. I don't know if you have noticed anything. So if I save, I don't need to go to the browser and reload. Since I am using this VS Code server, live server, so this automatically reload the page, the browser. Okay, so what next? Now we need to add another thing. Is let's just go to our main. So in the main section, first of all, we want to add a section. We call section. I want to remove this one. Sometimes when we are using AI to autocomplete, especially this one, you need to be careful. Sometimes it can give you in an error, so you don't know how to solve that. So you try to understand the code generated before to move forward. Remember, when we are using AI, don't have to depend completely on AI. So you have to try to understand the logic and then move forward. All right, so this is the section. But what I want to do is I want to add a class here. So since we don't have any CSS, so I don't know. I'm just going to add a class here called articles because we don't have anything. So we don't have any CSS. I'm just going to add here a class called article. So we are going to code this manually. We are going to add all these article manually. So in future, you can, if you want to see how to add this with the API, you can let me know from the comment section. So I will try my best to create a API tutorial and post for you there. So we are going to code this manually. So if you see, we have almost eight posts here. So we are going to create this manually. So we want to post. So I want to have say article 1. So article 1, and then let's see how many AI was able to generate for us. Say 1. You can actually use H3, heading 3, 1, and then I'll just copy this one to repeat here, and say 2, and then also the following one is actually 3, and this one is 4. I can repeat this, and then we have 5. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's enough. I have 8. So if I save it, it looks like we have a problem here. Where's the problem? This one, and this, and here, and this one, this, and this, and also here, and then here. Looks like we have 1, and save. Now the problem is solved. Okay, so let me go back to, let's go back to our browser. So this is what we have. This is how it looks like. There's nothing there. So next, we want to add some content about our article. So if you see what we have in here, if you see our article, you got a title. Just say the title says article 1, article 2, etc. So I'm going to just add this. I hope AI will help us to auto-fill article 1 title, and the following one AI can help us. Article 2 title. Okay, the following one. All right, there we go. So AI is able to help us. We don't need to type everything, so you can just follow up with the AI. All right. Article 5 title, etc. So you can just copy and then do this, and I'll change 6, and then 7, and lastly 8. So save, back to our browser, go to our, this is what we have. All right, so the following one is, this is just we generate some content. So this is a paragraph. This was actually H2. So I'm going to use H2. So I'm going to use H2. So you can use Control Shift plus L to edit all of it, the same the way I did. If you are on Mac, Command Shift and L. So we need now to add paragraph. We need to add a paragraph. We just create some content here. Say lorem. Let's say 50 or 100. 100 is quite long. Let's say 50. Yeah, this is enough. 50 is enough. So copy this. We just repeat the same thing for the rest of them. And here. So don't worry, I'm going to explain to you everything in just a second. What you don't understand, you can leave me comment below. Also, I've shown you some tools you can use to help you speed up your learning process. All right, so in this one, we have article. If you don't know about article, you can go to HTML. You can go to W3 School, or you can use Chat GPT to ask. Say okay, and What is article in HTML? So you'll be able to get the content here. So we don't need to spend time here reading about it. So you can go ahead and read about it. I'm just showing you how you can learn. I'm showing you the tools that can help you learn. All right. So save this and then back to our browser. This is what we have so far. Doesn't look good. Don't worry. We are going to install it. The following one is footer. Footer, we got much to do, but before footer, we need to add image. All right, so I have the following one is image. I have image which I can just paste it here. Actually, I can go to my desktop, and then this was my folder. I just opened the folder here, and then I have my image. I paste them here. Okay, back to my VS Code. You'll see we have image here, but this is the image and image in image. So image folder, and then another subfolder called image. So we don't need that. We want to remove everything in the image folder. So what I want to do, I can go to here, copy everything, this all images, and then back to images folder. Now I'll just paste them here. And then I can get rid of this. We don't need this, and close that. So back to my VS Code. Now if I open images, we have images here. So if I save and then go back, you see we'll be able to load our logo because I have a logo image there in my folder. So we need to add images. Remember, we are not writing CSS yet, so we just need to write image. So to write image, we want to add image. If back to our website first, our original website, you can see that we have image first, title, and then paragraph, and then the following one is anchor tag, the link. So what we want to do is we want to add image first. Image, sorry, we're supposed to add here, say d image, or imd in short. For short, we usually say imd like this. So imd. So we need to go to, or you can see with the AI, we are able to, we are trying to find where you can find the image, trying to see where you can find image. So we have image level, image folder, and then we go to article. We don't have this image. I don't think we have this image. So what we want to do is, I just want to find any image here. The first one, I don't know the name exactly. So if you don't want our website to appear exactly like this, so we have to go to developer tools, and then try to inspect to get the name of this image. So if you go, this is the name for the image. So what I can do also, I can copy. You can copy or just take the name. The name is people with some code there, some numbers. So people, some number. I'm sure this is the one. So back to our browser. Of course, we will be able to load image, but now we can see the image is so big, it's extremely big. So what we want to do is, we don't care about that. We just go and add images. So for the name of image, we don't know. We're just going to add, we're going to add this one. If you don't know about add for image, go back to ChatGPT. Remember, this course is about learn how to code with AI assistance. So AI can help you learn much what you don't know. You don't need to memorize everything. but with AI can help you go faster, learn or understand what you don't know. So in this case, we want to ask what is art in HTML. So remember, AI will give you answer. So we are not going to spend the time here to read about it. You can try, you can pause the video and go to your browser and go take a moment to read and understand it. All right, so let's go back to our VS Code. We will just add the name for this image. So I want to copy the same thing. I want to repeat the same thing here. So we don't know the name for the second image, but if I go to my browser, then I got the second image. We're trying to find the name. So the name is baby. We did some random numbers. So what we're going to do is just going to type here baby with some random numbers. Okay, looks like we have baby copy also. Doesn't matter, and but this one be image article 2. If I save this, I go back to my browser, you see we have it here. But we want to see the following image. Okay, the following image is bed. So now I know if I go back to this guy, just press here and I try to search for bed. Bedroom, that's the one. And then this is article 3. And then we also have the other one was, and then bike. So you can try to search for bike, bicycle, right? And then this is image 4. And the following one is artificial intelligence. So I'm going to remove this and type artificial intelligence. This is the one. And then the article 5. And also want to add 7. But what is the name for the image? Bicycle again. So bicycle, I don't know, bicycle, which number? Is it the same? We will see. Don't worry about that. So the following one is park. If I type park, nope. But we can also use VS Code to see your image. I don't know. Park. It's not showing. What I want to do is I'm just going to put any image here, so we will see about that later. So let's put pack. Nope, we have an issue. It's like we have something wrong here. Pack and save. Back to our browser. This what we got our images, but nothing looking good here. At least we have images. So where we want let's work on a footer. Work on a footer section. So to see how footer looks like, what we have in footer. Let me just go in a large mode, a large screen. So we have footer, main footer, and then copyright section. So for copyright section, for main footer, what I would like to do now is first of all, Okay, first of all, we need to wrap the menu. We need to separate main footer, and then main footer, and then the following one is copyright. You can say copyright section. So for menu footer, we want to wrap it in a div, and then the copyright also. You also want to wrap it in a div. Sorry, you want to wrap it in a div. See what AI can help us complete everything automatically. Suggest us with the code, so we just have to tap in order to select it. So now we have this section. So what is missing here? Hi, first thing, this one also we need to separate. If you see what we have here, we need to separate. So we have column 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need to separate here. So meaning I need to copy this text. I don't need to copy it. I think AI will help us fill it. So we want to add the about news. So in this case, I'm going to use another div here, or division, then to add about news. I can add something like this, but I'm going to add a title. I'm going to add this title. The content, this is the content. So I'm going to copy this content, and I will just add it here. Okay, so save. This is what we have here. So the second section is actually where is our menu, where you have menu or navigate links. So links section. Okay, AI was able to suggest us the links to add section 1, 2, 3, but looks like we are missing. I don't know how many are there. So we have 1, 2, 1, 2. This is okay. This is correct. But if you don't know about the unordered list or whatever, this UL stand for unordered list, and then you have children, which are list. So you can copy. I've shown you how you can do it. Just copy, go to AI, or you can go to W3 school. You'll be able to learn here. Everything is here. So you can type about sorry, what was that again? You can ask this one. You'll be able to get list in HTML, whatever, blah blah blah. Everything's there. All right. So looks like we have a problem. If you see just error here, this guy is suggesting that there is an error. So missing tag or extra tag. Sometimes it's a bit hard to find it. You have to go through everything to find what is happening. So let me try to save again. We have a problem. So what I want to do instead, since we have this section already, so what I want to do is I want to close this section first. I close, so the error is gone, and then I want to fill links. I want to fill the links again, which we had how many? It was how many? We have 2. So 2. So what I want to actually wrap. So we want to put this in a div. It's a link section. Links. section 1. So we create a div, another div, then we add link section 1, and then we can just duplicate this one, and we want to add link section 2. This is link section 2. So to make sure we are the right path, so we need to add the links so that we don't get confused. We need to add the title, so we need to add titles, and we had frequent associations, and this one, and the cookie policy, the whatever. It looks like it's just the same thing, so we are going to repeat the same thing actually. Save that, and then term of service, and save that. Since is the same thing, so I'm just going to copy and paste the same thing here again, but we will try to change the title. Just going to copy it like this. So we're just going to change the title. Here is help. The following one, the second one is actually help, right? So the last section is join our newsletter. So what we're going to do is going to copy. So we need to create another section. So I don't know this section. Okay, we need to create another section. So this is column. Another section which is going to be okay. Another section is we're just going to add it here. Going to add section, say newsletter. Join our newsletter. So div, and then h3 the title, join our newsletter. So I'm sure AI can help us. Well, if AI understand the comment, can help us fill it. I don't know. Is this the right one? The email, enter your email address. This is it. I don't know if, no, there's no paragraph, there's no content here. So we're going to get rid of this. Just save. Okay. And then remember this one need to wrap it in a form. If you are working on a protection product, so you need to wrap this in a form. So back and to see what we got so far. This is what we have so far. All right, it's okay. But it's something I've noticed that this is column. So this we are going to add. This is going to be column. Yes, this is going to be column. Yeah. All right. So we wrap this one. Have 1, 2, and 3. Looks like one is missing. This one is supposed to remove from and to take it out in this div. You don't need to wrap it in a separate div. You need to add it just this way. So link section. So in this case, we have how many columns? We want to count the columns. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we go back to our main site, here we have 4 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exactly. Right. What else we need to add? From the bottom copyright section, we have the copyright title, whatever, and then we have also the navigation link. So this is we try to stay and build it together with me. This is going to help you to understand how to structure your HTML or how the HTML content works. So we want to add navigation link here. So means like meaning we need to separate this one in 2 sections. separate into sections. So the first section, we have links, blah blah blah. Nope. This one is actually the last one. Remember the computer read from top to the bottom. So the computer will read, start with this side to get here. So this one become first and this will be the last. If you go to the small screen, you see that this is the first and this is the last. Okay, so if you want to do that in the HTML, make sure that the one you want to come first, put it on top. No, this is supposed to go on top. So I want to see something is missing here. Div closing tag for this div, and then nope. So be careful when you are using auto close tag. This also can lead you to some issues you don't understand where it's coming from. All right, so you need to be careful. So this is copyright section. Copyright section. Okay, so we don't need this one. We don't need this. If you see here, we don't have this. We only have the links. So this one is supposed to be just, we can just put instead of an ordered list, we can just add div here, and then the rest we just add let's say home, nope, actually is link, then say home, and then the following one is AI can help complete the rest. We have home, contact, that's it, etc. So if I save this, this actually is not linking to anything. We are not linking to anything, so just add. If you are not linking to anything, try the hashtag so that you don't have to go to a blank screen. All right, so hashtag, and save. Back to our browser, scroll down. This is what we have. It's nothing, you see. But well done, we completed our HTML structure. So this is missing now. Our website is missing now CSS. So now we can understand the importance of CSS. So what we want to do is we want to add now our first CSS. Since we don't have anything about CSS, we want to now start adding now our CSS. Let's take a break and we get back to the business. All right, guys, back. We don't have any CSS, so we want to add our CSS, but we need to add the links, the anchor link, anchor tag. So if you go to ChatGPT again, ask what about anchor tag? Anchor tag is this way, close tag, yes, and then this guy will be able to explain to you. Anchor tag is a hyperlink, etc. So you can have you have your time to read it. So what I want to do is go back to this, and we want to add our links, because if you go to this, we are missing the link. So we need to add our link, which I'm sure is a button, type of button. So it's not type of a button, just link. So we're going to add link. So since you are not linking to anything, we're just going to add just hashtag. No, we're going to add hash, sorry, not a hashtag. So with the learn more text. So I'll copy this and then add here and here. Then also want to add here. So we are just checking what is missing here before div in CSS. And then we also have this here. All right, so what else is missing? So this is it. But looks like we need to wrap our no, this is it. Now what else is missing here? Links, subscribe, yes, everything is there. This navigation menu, do we have a navigation head menu? Yes, we have it. All right, so let's start with the menu, with the header. So we want our header to look like this one. Okay, we go to our CSS. What do you want to write in the CSS first? So for the CSS, we are going to first of all make sure that everything, the body, default body, we set the body. If I talk the body, I talk about the body, so I'm talking about this, everything. We set the default thing. So AI can help us. You see, with AI can help us write CSS first. So if you don't understand this, again, I'm trying to help you understand how you can learn fast. So say CSS, try to explain this CSS. So this guy will be able to explain to you if what you don't understand, the rules. So I'm not going to spend time here to read this one. So please go ahead and take a look, or you can also use W3 School to learn about this. So what I want to do is I want to set margin to 0, padding to 0, box the body box sizing border box. So the following one. So by default, the browser set the margin for the headings. So what I want to do, I want to tag the H1, H1, okay, H1, H2, H3, all of them. I want to set margin to 0, padding to 0. I also want to set margin bottom, margin bottom to margin bottom. Nope. Can set margin bottom to maybe 10 pixel. But you also want to target the paragraph. P stand for paragraph, and H1 up to H6 stand for headings. So this is it. What next? Of course, you can't see any change. If you go to our website, there's no much change. You can see there's no much change, except that you can see now we don't have that much spacing. If I remove our style and then go back, you'll see what happening. So if I put back the style, our CSS, you see now what we are having now, of course. So we want to target the image. By default, the image is display in line, so we don't want to that. We want to just say, okay, image, we set image max wide to 100%, and then height to auto, and then also want to say display block. So we don't want to display in line. Okay, now we have here, but still big, but at least you have seen that you can now see how the image looks like. It's trying to set not oversize the screen, but it's following the size of the screen. Another thing, you want to target the body. So in CSS, in HTML, we'll talk about body. This is the body, the whole thing we see here. So if you go back to our HTML template, this is our body tag. It's the opening body tag, and here is the closing body tag. So we want to target the body. So we want to give it some style. So let's say body. What do we want to do here? We want to set the default font family. So font, if you don't know about font, again, please copy to AI, ChatGPT, or W3 School to get some information about the CSS. So you don't need to memorize it, but you just try to learn and understand about it. So in future, it will help you to write your CSS. Font family, so we set the default font family, and I also want to set line height. Let's say line height. Say line height. Set that to 1. Let's set to 1.5. So if you don't know about this, we can copy. You go to AI. Remember, this tutorial is about learning with the AI assistants. So what about this? So AI can help you. The CSS property line height control the spacing between the lines of text. So this is what we have. Okay, next one, we want to set the background color. You can set font size, color, whatever background color. But we don't want to color since I can tell you why. Since we have we control the color plus background using the JavaScript to set the background light or dark. So we don't want to set the color for text. I can just get rid of this for now, but for background, let's set it to just dark. So in the let's set 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So you set a background dark. So there is colors. If you don't know about color, please AI can help you learn much about color. So you will have much time to learn about color. So you can stop the video, go to AI, ChatGPT, learn much, read about CSS colors, and then restart again. All right, so we set the padding to 0. Want to end padding. Margin also to 0. We don't want to margin. And then what else we want to set? Mini height. So we want to make sure, even if there's no content in our website, we want to make sure even if there's no content in our website, but the website is still full. Our template is still full of on the browser. So we don't want to have half screen. So we want to set max height. Say max height So we want to set to viewport. We want to set to max height 100. So if you copy this one, this guy, you know, I use Tailwind CSS a lot than writing plain CSS. So if you go to chat GPT and ask about this guy here, should help you understand the property max height is used to set the max height of the element to 100% to viewport. So this will help you force the HTML, the body to the main template to show full screen. What's okay here? We have some much information you can read. Another thing we want to have a display block. Display, not flex, but block. Yes, display. Oh, why is that? Oh, display block. Yes. So I can save that for now. Back to our website. See how it should. Now we can see we are able to at least have look the image. It's still not looking good, but we have at least some good something looking beautiful there. So the next we want to, this was just the boilerplate CSS. We haven't started targeting our classes yet. So first of all, we want to control we need to control this the light, the dark and light mode. So to control that, we need to use the body property for CSS, but we want to create a class. Create a class, let's say light. Sorry, light mode styles. Right. So AI is able to help that. Yes, light. Now we have a class. AI suggests us with a class body dot light mode. So we set body dot light mode, and then we set the background to light, and then color to black. Color, the color is for text. Color is for the text. So we will set the color for the text. If this is light, the color is black. So we can you can also, I can show you, you can take this one and then just paste here. The AI will help you understand. In CSS, body.light mode refer to selector the targets the body element when it has a class of light mode. So we created a class. This is our class, and we also want to select, but this is only we are only selecting the body and then set to light mode. But we have so much to add. For example, when you change, we set the light mode or dark mode. We also want to change the color for text color for all this, include this one, header, text, everything, include the footer. So in order to control all this, we need to create now another, we need to target again body dot light mode dot a, which is stand for anchor tag. My AI automatically can auto complete the rest of the CSS. Can target that. Can also target the light mode dot that dark mode. Nope, we don't need that. Sometimes you need to be careful with the AI. We don't need that. So what I want to target instead is body dot light mode, but we want to light light mode, and then we want to target the header. We want to target first for the header, so we want to target the header, but not only header. Also, I want to also target the footer. You have footer, and then also you have header. You have footer and header. Sorry. So what I want to do, I want to add comma. I also want to add light mode, and then target footer, and then I set property color. So let me just close this. Okay, so this is what I'm setting now. So what I'm saying here is, okay, header and footer. So we set the background color. If it's light mode, we set the background color to white, and then text color to the dark. So I save this. Of course, you won't see anything here yet. So if you go back to our CSS, what I want to target, we want to target articles, but we need the article class. We want to target the article. Since we finish with the other style, so we want to create a class called articles. This class will be able to target the article card. So I can create that here. Let me add a class. So in CSS, to create a class, you add a dot, and then you set the class name. So articles, and then we set the class. Column repeat. Okay, this is interesting. But what we want to do, I want to see what we want to do. We want to our articles to apply these columns. So column 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But once on the small screen, we want to have a block like this. So to do this, we have to set the CSS properties. We have to make sure that this is a column in a small screen, and then in a large screen, set now to block in a small screen, and then columns in a large screen. All right, so okay, so how are we going to do that? The first thing, display grid. AI help us to set display grid. Or grid template columns. Okay, grid template columns. Okay, how many? Repeat 1. But we don't want to that. We want to repeat. Nope. Column 1, and then we want to repeat 1, and then F1. So if you don't know about the CSS, we don't know anything about CSS, so let's take this, go to our chat GPT to ask. So let's what about this CSS? What about this? So the cell property, grid template columns, repeat 1, F1 FR is used to define the structure of columns in CSS grid layout. Okay, so let's break down grid templates. This property specifies the numbers of whites of the columns in a grid container. Repeat 1. So 1 and 1 FR. Repeat 1 means that you are repeating a column definition 1 time. 1 FR, fraction unity, means that the column will take up 1 fraction of the of the available space in the grid container. So this is what we are trying to say here. So we are trying to say that, okay, we want to have one column, the same size, the same size, so times 4. So this will give us 4 columns. One column 4 times. All right, that's not enough, but we want to set the grid to 20. Grid 20 is okay. Grid now is the spacing you see between this guy, this card and this card, the space, this card and this card and this card. So this is a grid. This is a cap. Sorry, I'm talking about the cap. This is cap, and want to set max wide. Max wide, I set AI set to 120. 1200 is okay. Margin, let's set margin first, and we'll see the look from the browser. So margin, we set it to auto. Nope, and set to auto. The first one, if you say margin, you can go to the browser, type margin, CSS margin, but we want to get from Mozilla. You can go to Mozilla margin property. You will see about margin property. So this is another tool you can read, margin property. So the first one is let's see, this is a Mozilla, and we are trying to see where you can now read much information. So if you don't use Mozilla, you can go to W3, or you can use you can still use a chat GPT. So you can use a margin property. Just a margin, CSS margin. This can help you read or understand what you don't understand completely. So if you set margin property, let's say margin here, so you have top, right, bottom, and left. So the first one is top, the following one is right, the other one, that one is bottom, and then the last one is left. So if you see what we are setting here, what we want to set here, we want to I don't know, we want to set margin. Okay, so I can do set margin to 20 pixel. I want to set 20 pixel, and then in this case now, let me have a look from ChatGPT. So 20, that will apply to margin all if you set one property, but if you set two property, this will be top and bottom, and then left. So this is what we are trying to do here. So we are trying to set 10 pixel for top, and then bottom is set to 20. No, sorry, I said 10 pixel to top and bottom, and then 20 pixel, which is this one, to left and the right. So here, this is what I'm trying to do here. Okay, now let me just save this, but I also want to set the padding to 0. I also want to set the padding to the same thing. Padding top, nope. I want to set to 0, and then 20 pixels. So I save that. This is for articles. So this is a class. I'm going to copy this class. Make sure you copy it, and you go back to, yes, we have a class here called articles. So now we have children. This section is actually the parent, but you have children. So we want to target these children. This is actually a cat. So to target this, what we want to do is we want to take article, and then article, AI help us auto fill the content. Okay, so we want to now article and then article, which is now we are targeting now the child. You meant you wondering why there's no we don't set class here again. So no, okay, so if you are within the parent, you can target the children. So all children will apply the class. So you can add stuff to all children just by setting the property, the style property directly from the parent. So you said articles, so all children are okay. I'm going to set this is what we are doing here. So we don't want background because remember we want to control the background color using the JavaScript. So we don't want to set the background, and but we can set the shadow. So the shadow, if you see what we have here, is a bit blue. I don't know how to set that, but you can just set any blue color here for shadow. So also, if you don't know anything about shadow, don't worry about it. Or you can use AI to help you read and understand about it. Okay. That pixel body border border radius is actually rounded. This one, so we want to take, I think it's 20 pixels. Okay, yeah, 10 is fine. 20 is too much. Let's set to 10. Okay, what else we want to set? This is it. Okay. Oh, so we want to target now articles, the articles, but images within the article. We want to do articles, and then IMG. I've told you IMG is short for images. So since we are within the parent, the class is articles. So we want to target article, and then we can target image, target graph, everything within the children. So we want to target the image. We want to set some properties. So we want to do image. We want to set max to 100%, and radius rounded, border radius. I want to set to, I think, 10%. Sorry, 10 pixel. It's okay. And object cover. So we want to zoom the image a little bit. Object cover. So if you don't know anything about styling an image on the CSS, please use the AI to read more about it. Okay, so we also want to target the H1, H2. Actually, this is H2 in our image. So article title. So to target that, we want to do image and then H1. So we want to AI to help us suggest with some content. So now we have here font size. We set the font size, we set the font weight to 100, and then margin bottom to 10. This is not bad. We just save that. What else we want to add? See paragraph. We want to target the paragraph. So we want to target the paragraph. Style dot paragraph. AI you able to help us. So paragraph. We just set margin bottom to 10. So to give a little bit of space. You see original one to give it some space at the bottom. Go and then we want to target the anchor tag. So we want to set display inline background color. So we don't want to set background color. Okay, we can set background for this color white. I don't know, color white. We don't need to set color because since we are using, we want to control color through JavaScript, so we don't want to set color. We want to just keep color blue like that. So we want to set color to, no. Let's see. This color is blue, even in dark mode. So we want to set color just to blue. Yeah. Okay. What else? Border solid. We want to set border solid. Let's set border to solid. Okay. And nope. Nope. I think that's not correct. I want to set border. I want to set the border to border set 1 pixel solid. Yes, that's okay. That's that one now will be blue. Okay, I don't know. We will have a look and we'll get back to this. Okay, so padding, can add some padding. Let's set padding 5 pixel and then 10 pixel. Border radius. So border radius we have yet? Yes, we have. So let me just save this and then go back to our application to see what we have so far. This is what we have so far. Okay. All right. So, but you see our image is still our articles is still not looking in a column. So don't worry about that. We are going to add. So we still have much start to add. All right. So the next one is next one we want to add is I don't know. This is a software that's article. Yes, we can, but we can. Let's target the major query, the screen size before we go back. So for the screen, what I want to do first, I want to do at major query. At major query, say the screen. Which screen we want to set? At major query, the screen. Okay, for max wide. No, max. I want to set the max wide. Max wide is equal to for the large screen. So large screen is actually 10, 24 pixel. Yes, something like that. 2024 for large screen. And then we want to target the articles. Okay. Target articles. Let's see what will happen if you load nothing. Nope. Oh, major query. Okay, for articles, so we want to target. We want to set it to 4. But we want to make sure that this is the right class we are using here. Okay, we want to make sure that this is the right class, which is articles. Okay. Save that back to your browser. Nope. No, we are not having grid yet. What is happening here? Articles, grid. Where is articles class? This is article class grid. Okay. article class. We are trying to see why you still one column instead of four. So I think I'm going to see what I've done here so far. Major query. So I think mini. So we have set mini and mini fraction large screen. So okay, I think this is okay. So let me try. Okay. All right. So now we have four. Wow, but the text is long compared to this one. Text is short, so we have to try to make our text a bit shorter. First of all, let's go to our HTML. What I want to do, we can just remove some of this text. We repeat, copy and repeat the rest of them. So in future, I will show you how we can use JavaScript to control to display these articles. But for now, let's just do it manually. Going to make sure that it's a bit shorter. Okay, this is it's not bad, but compared to this one, still much. I don't know. I think it's a bit far, but if you see our buttons is very dark. The color is very dark for the buttons, for anchor tag, for article. So if to change that, this is the one. So try to make it a bit lighter. But the color is the matter. Okay, color is I don't know. It doesn't look the same. Doesn't look exactly the same, but we will work on it later. So another thing is you can see that we are missing one image here, which is a 6. So 1, 2, 3. This one there's no image on this one, so we can copy here. So we want to add an image here too. So image 6. So we don't know image 6. What was it here exactly? 6 is a baby, but we can add any other image. So trying to find any image. This one. All right, so we got all images, but our article looks still a bit longer. So make it shorter. You can try this. Control Shift L or Command Shift L to edit all of them. So I was just going to shorten it. Yeah. Then see what will happen. I think this is much better. What do you think? Tell me. Let me know from the comment. Okay, so what next? We need to keep going. But I want to confirm first the column. All right, so now we have in column, one column on the small screen, and then on large screen, I can use customer responsive. You see that we're having column. We on a large screen now we're having now 2 columns, but we could also change to have 3 columns, 4 columns. It depends on the screen. So I will leave you do that. Try also to go with the major query, try to play around with this one. This is what will help you learn your CSS. You can also set the different property here. What we want to do before that, we want to style our header. Our header, we got some things there. We got the add. We have background. I don't know if you have background, but I prefer to create some class. I use Tailwind CSS. I don't know. I love much using classes. I find it easy to control some stuff. So what I want to do from here, where's header section? Okay, this is our header section. I want to create some classes. Let's create some classes. This one can call header column, header flex. I don't know. You can call it header column or header flex. I also want to create another class here. We have header column. This is header column. So let me just go down here, create these classes. Header column. That's header column. And then we also have flex class. So I'm just going to create this class like this, and I'll tell you, I will show you how to use it because I love to use classes. Then target the whole thing. So I love to use class, so I'm able to reuse it across the template, the whole application. So what I'm going to do here is this class. So here I can add a class called flex. Okay, add a class called flex because I want to. What I'm trying to do, I want to have flex here. What you see, what we have here, we have this flex, and then the whole header is also flex. So flex justify between. If you see, so we have this one div, a division, and then another div, and then another div. So if you see now, it's separated by space between. So that's what we call in CSS justify between. So what we want to do here is, since we have this class, and then I'm trying to see here again compared to this one. So we need to add also to wrap this in another class, which also will be flex, if I'm not wrong. So also be flex. So we have flex here and we have flex here. The last one. So we now in this case we have to remove this bar and then add it outside of the flex. So this one and this one. So all right. So the first thing first, we want to set this flex, the header. We want to add a class. We want to style it to appear like this one. So our header, if you look at it, does not appear like that. So it's actually block, but this one is flex because for the class we have added, the header we are targeting. So what I want to do is I want to let's go ahead and flex. We have here, this is the one flex. That one makes this guy display flex, and then if it's flex. But also if you add the same class to this one, it should appear here. Since we also have nav link, so what I want to do, we want to target navigation links. Okay, we want to target navigation links first. So to target navigation links, so that means I need to add a class here called navigation links. So okay, class, because I love to use classes. Classes, you will in
future, you will find out why the classes are better than just targeting the whole thing. Nav links, we create a class called nav links, and then we go back to our CSS. I can add it here, nav links. So just say display flex. Nope, we want to display to flex. Flex. But we don't want styles. We don't want to this when we go to our nav link. See this style, we don't want this default style, so we want to remove them. So to remove that, we just want list style type, so we don't want any. We just set to no. List style type, we set to no. What else? So if I save this one, then I go back, nothing match. Oh, are we using the there? Nav links. Okay, but let me also target we have nav links, but let's target the nav links. We want to target the links, the children in this one. But another thing I've noticed that is with this one we are using, so we have nav link class and then you have this one. So I don't know which one are you targeting here. So to handle that issue, what I would like to do is I have to remove the nav. Or if you want, you keep the nav, but you remove the class and add here. Add the class here. Oh, sorry. Yes, add the class here and then save it. So we will have that style applied. We have any problem? Yes, we have now the style applied. If you want to keep the nav, I don't know. I could just remove the nav and then the div and then reload. We still have the same thing, so we will see what will happen there. Sorry, but what I prefer is add a div. I prefer keep it in a div. Yes, even if there is no class, but I prefer keep that in a div, to wrap it in a div. So we want to target the list. So to target the list, back here we want to do no, we want to do nav links and list. So we want to style it nav list and then links, we want margin to 10. Want to add margin to 10. So what we want trying to do is we are trying to just add space, but what we want to do is not right. Margin, first of all, set 0 property for top and bottom, and then we set 15, and then I will just save. We want to see. Okay, now we got spaces, but yes, but we still have underline, and then also our header is not in line. To handle that issue, since underline is appearing, is because of the anchor tag. So we want to target that also. Nav links and then list, and then we want to target the we want to automatically the AI can help. AI help us suggest us with the content add. So we have nav links and then list and then anchor tag, which is within the list. So we set the decoration to none and then set color to white. Okay, font size to 18, and then I save it. If we go back to our you see now, okay, we can't see it. Why? Because here the thing is because of the background of the
header is white, and then the color is white. So to solve that problem, we need to just set the color for the header. Let's set the color for the header to, but is where we are, somewhere we are targeting the header property, the header tag. No, I don't see that, but we're supposed to target it. I don't know. So what we want to do now, let's just target the header before, just right here. Get the header. So for header, we want to set the background to dark color to white. Position relative. I'm not sure about position relative, but this one, our color is dark. If you see color here, color you have here is light dark. Is dark. So if I save that and then go back to our application, okay, this is now what we have. But now our application is not looking exactly, our header is not looking exactly like the other one. So what we want to do here is padding 20. We don't want that padding 20. We could say set padding. Set padding bottom and bottom, top and bottom set to 2 pixels. We don't want to have much spaces. And then left and right set to 20. Or maybe just 5 pixels. Yes, 5 pixels. It's not that bad. Another thing I want to do, first of all, I want to fix the size for this one. Image size, if you see our blog, the image size is smaller. So to fix that, we can set that directly from our logo. Where's the logo? Logo is here. So you can set height, wide to 100 pixels is bigger, set to 30. And then height to 30, wide to 30, height to 30. And then if I save that, this is our website. This is what we have. Doesn't look the same. Maybe we could say 35, then 35. Okay, but we also have a problem here. Flex class. We need to add some property to flex class. Where's the flex class? We need to style. Where's the flex class? This is flex, so we only have flex class. But to have a align item center, justify contents between. Nope. Instead, justify content space around. Want to have just a little bit space around, not much. This is the one. Nope, that's not good. Space around doesn't look good. Space eventually. No, still the same. But what I can do, I can remove this, and then I want to create a property called pix. Let me call this a class called padding axis, y axis, and then I set it to padding top to 0 and bottom to 0, and but padding left and right is set to 20, or you can set to 10, and then I will add that class here. So I can use this guy, or I can add it to image. class to image called padding X. So if I save it, we'll have the same result. But now image, I think we could have other class also called shrink. Could create a shrink class, but let me just okay. This is not bad. Yes, not bad. The first thing first, we will have to remove this one to make sure it come on the middle, and then this guy go the end to the other side of the edge of the the header. So to do that, we have a class called here header property flex, and then justify between align center. Okay. All right, that's okay. That's very good. So if you look this one and that one, this looks pretty much the same, but this is supposed to be a button. I'm not sure. Is it a button? Yes, it is. Button type of button. So we want to also add screen reader only. Say screen reader only. So what we want to do, we want to say span. If you don't know about span, please go to um, Chat GPT or W3 School. You get some information about it. So this class you can call it SR only, and then we say toggle theme mode. And say toggle theme mode. So leave it like this, because if you leave it like this, it should appear. It should show here. It's not showing. This one, which one is this? It's not showing. I don't know why it's not showing. If I remove the click, did I add it? Yes, screen reader only. So this class will actually make sure that this title doesn't show, but you can only show to the screen reader. Did I have this class ready? No. I don't know. Why is it appear by default? I am not sure about that. All right, so this is it. Another thing, so we will work on this one. Instead to show moon, you can show sun. So we will control this with JavaScript. Okay, show sun or moon. So we will control that with JavaScript. You can also work on styling the FontAwesome. So I'll leave you do that. So what I want to do, I think for this one we are okay so far. We want to add let's start our footer first. We have so much to add on our footer. So to do that, first of all, I need to target the footer. As for our logo, it does not look that right. Logo, I could add some. Look at this logo. This one looks very big. So let's create a class called logo. So we can control the style for this logo. Let's say size. Font size maybe 24. Let's say font size 24. And then font weight 600. No, let's set bold. And then let's set display flex. And then align it center. then align item, so center, or item goes center position, and then display justify content space around. Text decoration, no, you want to justify content space around. Let's see that. Okay, so I want to add that class here to see what what will happen. So the class can add it here, logo class, and then if you reload, whoop, as big, looks like it's very big. So if I set font size, font size to 10, how big is that? That's very small now, but looks better. It looks better in this one. Okay, but our logo is very small. It's okay. So but to save sometimes, let's just style our footer first, so that we can see what we have so far. So to style our footer first, I want to target the footer. Say footer, how much you have to add with the footer. Footer background, we don't need to set background. Then color light, text align center position relative, don't need that. I tell you why you don't need that, because we want to change the color for everything using JavaScript. So relative, nope. But you want to target, I want to create a different class. Well, let me just save this one first, see what we have. This is what we have here. This one's supposed to be here, so this is supposed to be column. So if you go back to our footer, where is our footer? This is the footer. So if you see what we have here, let me just think about it. What we have here, so I mean, this one, we need to, so we have two. So I mean, we need to have, first of all, we need to create a row for this one. We need to create a class here. What can we create? Class, let's call class row. Yes, and then we want to start let's just create the row. We have to make sure that the row class has some property. Help us style this display flex, but not flex, we want column. Because, you know why? Because we want to have column. We want to have 4 columns on large screen, and then a block, display block, or 1 column on a small screen. So let's just control the padding here first. So say padding, say padding, can set padding to 1 AM, and then 1 AM. Okay, so if you don't know about these properties, please go to ChatGPT. Our video is getting ready very long, so please go to ChatGPT and then you read much about this. So also want to set I want to create another class called primary, say primary, row primary. Then we want to set display grid, and then grid F1, F1, F2. So you want to set F1, and then F1, then F2. Okay, so I don't know if you, let's ask this guy, what do you know about this? So guys, you go to TP, get some CSS, get some explanation about this. Okay, the property grid, the template columns, F1 of fraction, two fraction, one fraction is used to define the layout of columns in CSS grid containing the breakdown. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to have this type. This one is a bit longer, this one is small, and this is longer. This is what we are trying to do here. But on a small screen, forget about everything. They just coming in a display block, coming blocks. So this is what the AI is telling you here too. It's telling you, so we have small 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 6. They are the spacing. So we were talking about the spacing here. This is the smallest one, and then this is a big one, and this is a big one. So this is what you're trying to do here. You are trying to have the first one, where is the about, you're trying to have it much bigger. This one, the content, and then this is the smallest one, and then this one is the bigger one. So this is a fraction 1, 1, and then this is 2 and 2. So what we want to do, I want to create this class, and then align stretch. We also want to stretch them. Okay, so gap, we don't care about that. We use some paddings between the classes. That one, I want to create another class called column. Just please code with me. Create another class column. So for column, once set the white to full, and then display flex direction column, and then mini direction column. Okay, chat GTP or AI is also not here to help us see or suggest what we can do next. Okay, but the mini height, I don't know, mini height, let's set 15 AM. Since we are using H3 here, I want to, let's just save this. So we want to add, some, no, first of all, let's use this class here. We see what will appear. Let's use the primary class. We have row, use primary class, and then we also want to use column class. We want to use column class. So to use column, we want to, let's see what is happening. Yes. Okay, so we want to add class here for column. Yes. And then we want to repeat them here. So the thing is, we want to set the main idea here. We want to have this height. So we don't want to have some long, some short. No. Some have a different height. Sorry. All right, so I'm just going to save. And where is our website again? This is our website. Okay, this is what we have here. All right. Yes, but it doesn't look much like this one. If you see this one, there's no background. Background is white. It's a bit tricky to understand and then to follow the CSS. This plain CSS is tricky for you to understand it. So if you see the background we have here is not white. It's not dark. Yes, it's not dark. That is actually white background. This is what I like to do. I like to set color like this. I like color to set color like this, so I feel better. I like to see color like this. So this is, but it doesn't seem the same. There's another way you can just go and copy. If I go to property, to developer tool, go to footer. I want to get this color. I want to get the color. Where is the footer? Where's the background color? I want to see where's the footer. Yeah, this is the background color. But you know, this background color is actually dynamic. So if you change with the this background color is dynamic. It's not actually the ones there, because the ones there is controlled by JavaScript. So anytime you set different, yeah, this color is not, so we cannot use that because the color is there is dynamic. It will change when user set the. But for now, let's just keep this background color. It doesn't matter. We will change it. Or what we want to do is we are trying to uh, style these ones. So I'm trying to see. We have column, and then we have links. We want to start the links. Okay, so to start the links, here, we have to create a, because we want to start here this this one and this one. Since we have so much to use here, so we can actually use another class called link. So we'll be able to start that class. Let's call links, and this one too, links. So we want to start the links class here. So we can also reuse it else. Flex direction column. I'm not sure if that is okay. Let's just say what is that helping exactly. Nope, there's no much change. But what we're trying to do is we're trying to change it to start one. If you see what we have here, yes, see what the style we have here, and these are not the same. So we don't, first of all, don't want to have this bullet. So to remove this, we want to go to our style. But you could also, I could also just start the URLs. No. Yeah, you start the unordered list. Since here I can say ordered list, how do you want to do it? Another list and then list. Then we want to target the code tag. Then we want to set the text decoration to none. First of all, that is the one. And then on hover too, I also want to target on hover list, and on hover we want to set color, not but I just want to set color to blue like that, and then I save. Nothing is actually nothing, but okay, this is actually doesn't change anything. But what we want to do, I want to go now back to our HTML, because looks like we have so much we wrap different stuff here. So this is a list, and then this one. So if you are targeting this and then, okay, can start this. But here we need to add, where was it again? Somewhere here. Yeah, we need to target the unordered list first, and set the display list start to none, margin to 0, padding to 0. I want to see what we get here. Come on. Okay, now we don't have that, but we want to, you want to have this, not the text center. I don't know where is the text. We don't want to have text center. Looks like we're having text center. I don't want text center for the footer. Oh, yeah. We don't have one text center. Yes. Okay, so, but first of all, so we have input, and then button. For button, for input first, we could target the input. We could, so let's just target the input first. So let's say input, border no, background. But background also, we don't want, I don't want to set the background. We don't want to control the background here. Let's see. We don't want to control the background this way. Why? Because we want to use the JavaScript to control the background. So, okay, this is the input. So we have, let me create another class called btn. Just want to control the button. Border, AI can help us speed up. Cursor pointer, background color, background color. Let's just select this, because the one we have here, I'm not sure. Oh, we have background color green. So I'll set the background color to green. Then white border. Right. So if I go back to our footer, this one, then set I want to add a class here, and then now we have back. No, this is the one. This is our website. Now we have background color, but it looks like here the pad is much than here. So if you want to add this padding, you can set this one 20. Okay. What else? The background is actually transparent. No. This is our, yes, the input size is smaller than this one. So we want to make the same size. And then, so if you want to make the same size, you have to set height and bottom to 20, top and bottom to 20 pixel. So this is ours. No, doesn't look the same as this one. Sorry. So this is our website. Doesn't look the same as the original one. So to make it looks the same, first we want to add padding. This is, we're actually working on padding. Yes, padding. Padding is the one I want to set to 20 top and 20 bottom. Where's our website? Yes, this is our website. But is something's missing here. Border. See, if you see border, don't have border there. So you can also remove that by setting border radius and then margin top. Okay, we will come back to that. Another thing we want to add is here, copyright section. Let's start the copyright section first. For copyright section, we since we have is flex, when you look at here, the original one is flex actually. So to set that, to have that flex, what we want to do is we want to add a class here. Let's say flex. It's because we want to have flex. If this one is flex, but if you go to small screen, this one is flex, or the original one, flex small screen is now raw, is now block. So to handle that, I think we need to create some, can you reuse some of the class we had. Let's create first of all a class here called copyright. And then this class, first of all, we want to set it up the padding for this, add the copyright. So we want to add padding to I don't know, is this okay? Let's have a look. I should see here. Okay, so we have enough padding, but if you look at the original one, we got kind of border. We have a border here top. So to add this border, we need to create a class here called border top. Border top, and then say border top one, and then solid, and then color, we want to set color standard, which we know that we want to be changed is just static like that. It's not going to be dynamic. So we want to also add this color here, this border here, and then save. This is our website. Doesn't look exactly the same, because if you see the original one, there's no space here. So what I want to do is want to go to footer, make sure that we don't have padding. Yes, we don't have this padding. We set 0. This is our website. Yes, okay, now we don't have that padding. We don't have padding. The original one doesn't have padding. So you can see between here and here there's no padding. All right, so next I want to, so now we want to make sure that this one stay here and the copyright content goes on the left, so on the right side. So to do that, we want to add this guy. We want to make sure that we can have flex. Since we have a flex, what will that give us here? Yes, but this class is not working as yeah, you see, this one does not change. Instead, we can use the one we used from the header here. With the class we used for header, what was the name again? Can use that class to, was header class something. So we can actually find it from, if you go to header section, the class is here. So this class is actually the same as, it does the same thing, the one. Okay, so you can see for large screen is actually flex, but when you go to small screen, you want to see raw. Nope, this class doesn't work like that. So we need to style it. We just need to style the footer, the copyright section, with a different one. So we don't need that class here. Remove it. Okay, let's create a class called footer. Footer menu. So we want to give that class flex for small screen, but for medium or for large screen, no, give it flex for large screen, and then block for small screen. So let's create the class here. So we set flex, and then margin top to, we want to set margin top, so flex justifies space between item center. If I save that, okay, now we see we have item center. But if you go to small screen, is nothing changing. But so what we want to do, we want to target that. We have to go to major query. We have to create a major query. Where is it? Major query for small screen. So that you can now start that class max 76. So we can do max major query, set major query for small screen. So what I want to do is I want major query 600. I'm not sure. 700, and let's track it 700, 706 and 68. But we also want to set this guy to block. So the primary one goes to, it should be a block. The whatever that's footer menu to set it to block. So we don't want to have the flex anymore. So in this case, I can do is footer menu, not footer menu, column, okay, and then cap one. So save that. Let's see what we have. All right. So now in a small screen, now we have this. We can try to change the device to see, but you must reload the browser. If I go to small, now this is what we have. So what we want to is just to style a little bit, give a little bit the menu, the style, and then we are done. So first of all, the footer, that looks like our footer is missing much, so we can try to target footer, all for the footer. Where is the footer again? We want to target all the footer elements with the children. So what is going to do, footer, and then all. So background, that background is not correct. Font family is okay. Boxing, say box, sorry, box size. So it's box sizing to border. Like I said, border box, okay, and then border to no. I want to set border to no, none, then outline to none, outline. So save that. Look, so what we get, what we got now. Still not bad. So our input, you see, our input does not look like it's there. We have to style it a little bit. Have to give it background. Input, let's give it background. Background. Nope. Want to give it a little bit different background color so that it is visible, or color similar to the green one, light green. Oh, I'll leave this to you. You can play around with the CSS styling, whatever. So the menu, let's fix the menu, and then we will work on the color for the background. we still have JavaScript to add. So the menu, um, so footer menu, but we have social links. We are not using social links. We only want to style the content for the menu. So, but I don't know. We want to style this one. So, and we have it this. We have the same navigation because whatever we have here is not nav link. It's not navigation links. That's why, or where is it here? It's not that navigation links. So if you want to have it exactly like this, so you have to go to the header. We can go to the header. Find this one. Let's copy and then add it. Change this one here. Paste this one here. And then reload. Okay, now we have the same thing. So what we need to do is just to change the content. This is what we have. We have home, about, contact, blog, social. Okay, so we can just add home, about, contact, and then previous we have social. Yes, home, about, blog, social. Home, about, home, home, about. Um, we also want to add. Sorry, copy one of this guy, and then we just want to set blog here. A blog. All right, so save this and then go to our website. This is our website now. Okay. Space from the bottom is a bit, the padding is much bigger than this we have here. It's much than whatever you have here. So you can go ahead and add some padding. Try to play around with this. I'm sure you will have much to learn from the CSS, the full HTML template. But I think it's pretty much the same thing. We just have to add to control now the color using now the JavaScript, because once we start controlling the color, so we will have to change almost all this color, because when you see this, the original one, when you set the color to dark, everything is changed. All right, guys, so next we are going to add now our JavaScript. Thank you for watching. Okay, guys, so this is our application so far. This is our website so far. So what I want to do now, I want to add back to our original website. You see we have some functionality here. Toggle to show dark or light theme. Also from the small screen, you see that the menu by default is hiding, but you can toggle to show it. So we want to add this one first. We want to add in the menu from the small screen and then toggle to show it. Okay, so what I want to do now is go back to, we want to go to our CSS. Let's see first what we want to do here. We can also inspect to see what we have here, so we get idea. Okay, so we have a nav toggle, so we need to create a class nav toggle. Okay, class nav toggle, and then the links will be targeted to show hiding. So all right, so first of all, let's create a class nav toggle.
back to our CSS. We want to create where the nav links are here. So nav toggle class. So nav toggle class. If you see the structure, or if you see the styling here, is that this will show only on this will show only on will show like this on large screen. So to do this, I think we have to copy this, remove this from here, go to we are targeting major query for the large screen. Okay, here major query nav toggle. We want to set it display to block. Let's see. No. Nav toggle. Display to block. But this class, I don't think we have it on our HTML. So go back to our HTML. First of all, back to our browser. You want to see what is here. So this is helping you to understand how you can actually see the HTML structure with the style and then do whatever. So here, if you mouse hover, all right, so you see that where is our the button? Okay, this is the button. You see that the button has a class of nav toggle, so we need to add this class to the button. So to do this, I will go back to our HTML, go to the top, HTML, nav toggle. This is the nav button. We actually have two buttons. We don't have that button here. Look, we don't have that button, so we need to have this button here. So we need to create a button. We need to create a button, which is a type of button, and then a screen reader only, toggle navigation, toggle navigator. All right, so we added a class screen reader only, so this is for the screen reader only, so it won't be visible. But we also add a class to show the bars. All right, so we added that icon to show the bars. Sorry. So we want to add a class here, nav toggle. Okay, and then this is the original one. This is our original website. You see, have a class nav toggle, but by default, if you go to, you see this one is visible, but if you go to large screen, this is invisible. You can't see it. So what we want to do here, we have to set it display to block. All right, here display to block, but by default display to none. So we hiding it by default. So we create it. We don't have a major query for large screen here. We don't need to set it to add it on major query, but we can just add here. Where's the navigation links? All right, I don't know. Anywhere we can just add this to display to none. So I'm just going to save this and then back to our website to see what we get. It's not showing. Yes, now we have the icon here, but now we see everything stacking on top of each other. So to handle this issue, we want to, and then also you see the title, the heading is very big. So we can style the heading uh, for small screen. Where is the heading? So is there any class for the heading? Let's find out. H1. So what I can do is
can go to, we want to resize the heading, can do H. From the small screen, so we set H1 font size to 20. I'm not sure how big is that. Still big. As 15. All right, so this is a bit smaller. So we don't want to see this many. Don't want to see this many. Also, what I would like to do is I would like to solve the nav titles, navigation links. I mean, what I mean is this one. If you are in small screen, so we want to see it smaller. So what I want to do is I want to find where is the class or heading. Where is the heading? This is the heading. So I can take heading and then back here I want to target the heading. Let me do it before. I don't want to do all this one. I just want to target font size. So I do H1. I don't know why, but I can target the nav. From the nav, if you see, we have, so we say we want to target the nav and then the list. So nav and then list, and then whatever we have in here, list. But I can also target the tag. Want to set the want to say font size 12. That's okay. Nope. So this is doing this way. What I would like to do, remember what I like to do, I just create a class. I can just create a, say, I don't know. Let me have a look at this one. This one, nav, the nav, and then target the nav, and then we have a class here called links. All right, so we can use this class called links. I want to see it, so do Control F or Command F to search for it. So I want to search for this class here. Where is it? Yes, nav, and then we have this all of this one, font size. Okay, now you see the font size. So what I want to do, I want to go to small screen. For small screen, so we want to adjust. We don't want to wear this one, keep this one as default, but font size we want to set to 12, and then reload. Now that's smaller, but we still don't want to see it that way. If it's a small screen, we want to see it, want to make sure the display is block. All right, so to do that, we want to go back to, this is the nav link, and display to block. What I want to do is where nav links, we have display flex. All right, so I will take this one again, go back here. So I want to change this. We want to set display to block. All right, we don't need this. We can keep it. We don't need that one. So if I reload, now we have block here exactly. But if you see, our buttons appear on the left side from the menu. If you go the original website, you see we have the button appear on top. So another thing, if you notice that as we have we added an icon, but the original website has actually just a title says menu. So what I would like to do is I want to set to make sure that our icon appear on top, the button icon appear on top, so that we can leave the space for this one. So I will do that by going to our HTML. So we want to remove the button and then also add a list, create another list. This time we put the button. So if you save that, we go back, we go to our website, you now appear on top. But if you want, we can install this, put this on the center. Do class. Do you have text center? So we want to check if you have a text center. If I don't have text center class, but I can do something like copy this. I want to create this class. We don't have it, so I can create a text center class. No, not text center. Sorry, item center. I'm sure we have item center class. Item center. Item center. We don't have item center. Let's go ahead and create a item center class. So this class will help us to just put everything, the center element, item center, align center. So to align all the, to align an element or child item, so child center position. So items, we can copy this one. What I do is copy this and add here save. This is not still correct. That's not correct. I don't know, because the list, I think it's because of the list. It is because of the list. So instead, we just remove it here. I think we remove this guy from the list, then just add him to top. So by default, all the element is block, is listed in a block position like this, so from top to bottom like this. So the computer will read the button first and then read this one. So what if you go back to our browser, you see now is there, but I think the problem now is the button. We need to start the button. So we are not going to start the button now. We want to add some functionality, so to save sometimes. We want to keep going because we are not styling the button. But if you want, we can you can go ahead and install that. So we're just trying to save sometimes. To save the button, to start the button, you can go to W3 School, CSS buttons, and here you will get some much information on how to style buttons. So if you want to style the button, we will get back to that, but let's go back to our website. What I want to do first, we want to add in this menu by default. So I can go to our all news application, and we want to target that which class. So nav link. So we want to add in this in a small screen. So to add in this in small screen, if you go to the original website, this is small screen. We only show the menu if you press on the button, we click on the button. So to add that feature, you want to go to make sure that this one, the small screen, is hiding. links, nav links, uh, nav links. I want to search for nav links. Uh, nav links, nav links. Where's nav links? Here. Got nav links flex. But if you go to small screen, we want to hide in this one. Small screen, display no. This is our website. Okay, now it's not showing. But even if you click on this one, you don't see any change. So with the JavaScript, we will want to target this, and then when you click on this one, so that you can now show our nav link. Okay, so to do that, first of all, if you go back to, yes, okay, now it's showing on a large screen, but small screen is not showing, even if you click on the button. All right, so let's add JavaScript first. I think we have spent much time on the CSS. I'm sure that you learn basics of CSS on how you can also find and fix some issue, add some more CSS. It's so much fun. Just go ahead and try it. We want to add JavaScript first. So to add JavaScript to our HTML, we want to target some stuff here. The first thing, we want to target the nav toggle. This is nav toggle, and then we want to target the nav links. Where's nav links? This is our nav links, and then we also want to create another theme toggle. So since here this button doesn't have an ID, we can create another ID to this button, say ID or theme toggle. Okay. All right. So now these are the things we want to type. So back to our JavaScript, we have nothing here. So remember, in our JavaScript, if you are writing JavaScript here within this body, within the body, we can actually do everything, exactly everything here without issue. But since we are having a separated file, so what we want to do first, we want to check if the HTML, the body, has loaded completely. The HTML template has full loaded. So what we want to do is document.add element, add event listener, full loaded, DOM content loaded. So we want to do something. No, this is not correct. I just want to create a function. So we want to do something. Close that. Okay. So what is DOM document.add event listener, DOM content loaded, all this. So to get some more explanation, we can go to ChatGPT. Remember, we are learning using AI to speed up our learning process. So we just post this one here. We can also type explain if you want. Say, kindly explain this. JS. Okay, the JavaScript code snippet Document.add event listener, content loaded, content content loaded function setup when sets up an event listener for the DOM content loaded event on the document object. This is a common pattern in web development to ensure that your code only run after the initial HTML document has been full loaded and parsed. All right, so this is what I'm trying to do here. So we want to wait until the HTML is completed on the screen, and then we start now reading. So what I want to do is, okay, if the HTML is loaded, you just console.log, okay, DOM full loaded. So I just save that, go back to our website. This is our website, and we want to go to console. So what is console? You don't know about console. Console in JavaScript can just help us to print out what you want to see, some messages. All right, so you see here now, document loaded, DOM full loaded, and parsed. So you remember you are in a console, so you go to developer tools. So to go to your developer tools on your Chrome, you can go to this one, more tools, and then developer tools. Or you can also do control plus shift plus I, or control command plus shift plus I. So you get this one. All right, so we are going to use this for now. We are going to stick on a console for now to find out, to read to create more functionalities with the script. So what we want to do here, I want to we want to get let's go back to our website. It can help us see what we're going to do first. So we want to get this button. So on click to do something. So I don't know where is this, the button nav toggle. This is the button nav toggle. That's the class. So in this case, we have to do query selector. We have to select the button. So what we want to do is we can create a class here. Select the button, the nav. So what is do const. So in JavaScript, we want to create a variable. We want to create a variable where we can store this element. We create a variable to store this element. So from our website, this is the element we want to store. So this element got an ID of, the element got an ID, doesn't have an ID, but got a class of nav toggle. So in JavaScript, to create a variable and store some element in there, we want to do const. We can create variable var variable, or we can also use let, so to create a variable. So in this case, we are going to use const toggle nav toggle. AI is suggesting us the name of the variable. You can still name your variable whatever you want, but make sure that document dot query selector. So once again, if you don't understand about query selector, you will just copy this and then go to Mozilla documentation. You'll be able to get some more information. So if we use remember we use the console.log to see some messages before, but I can also do console.log the button, so you'll be able to see what is there in the button. So if I go back to our browser, you see now we are seeing our element here, which is just an object. How much properties you add here. All right, so you can still do here is so much information you can read. If you don't understand, you can just copy everything, and then take go to chat GTP, and you'll be able to understand. Remember, our topic is to help you learn faster using chat GPT, using AI, and then some online topics. So here it seems like you are inspecting an HTML button element in the browser developer tool. The information you shared is a details breakdown of a DOM document object model. So this is just an object. You can see there's so much properties here you can use. So this was just to show you. Um, what we want to do next is we want to add event listener, but before that we also want to create another variable where we want to back to our HTML. We have this variable, and then we have this one. So this is the theme toggle, and then we have navigation links. First of all, I want to make sure that on click I want to add event listener. Sorry, event listener. So um, on click, so we want to just alert something, alert message, um, button click, button click. This is what we want to see. We want to see if it's working. It's working. Okay, it's working actually. So we want to. I also want to target that one. So that one, I don't know. This is the class name, so we can find out. This one actually has got an ID. So you want to also target that one. So you also want to say team toggler button. So the team toggler button. So AI is able to help us. All right. So nope, we want to get element ID, and then we have this ID here. So copy the ID and then paste the ID here. Okay, so I also want to add event listener on this one. Add event listener on click. We want to alert. Sorry, just want to alert. Alert button click. We got an error. I don't know where's the error coming from, but you can try again. Toggle, add event listener, click. Yes. So save, the error is gone. If there's error, you will see error from this here, from this the bottom here. So if I click on this one, okay, button clicked, and then this one too, button click. Okay, so this is it so far. But we also want to target the links. So we want to select the navigation link, which is this one. We want to get the navigation link. It's the class. So to get that, we want to do, going back to our JavaScript, to do const nav links is equal to document dot carry selector not query selector all, query selector nav links. So I want to see what we have in here, so we can do console.log this guy here, and then we want to see. Okay, so now we have this is actually our URL here, this class with the URL here. All right, so we also want to select now the theme toggle. Theme toggle button, we have it. What we want to select the icon. Remember, we have this icon here. No, sorry, this is the original website. You see the icon. Why you want to select it? Because you see, if you change the color, you change the theme, light. You see now the icon change, dark, the icon change. So to do this, we want to select this icon from our website, our HTML. Since we have the button here, and then we know now, okay, the icon is a child for this button, from this button. So we can do we can take the button. I can just take the button. So I do const theme. Let me call it theme icon. So we do theme icon is equal to button dot query selector. We don't want to select that. Instead, we want to select I. So we want to select the element, this element here, I. So we select the I, and then so I want to console one. So if you don't understand, or you just want to learn more about everything, so we don't have to explain everything here. So you learn by just doing it. What you don't understand, go to Mozilla. You can go to Mozilla. This is a good documentation for JavaScript. Also, you can use ChatGPT, and then we also have W3 School. These tools help you learn. So the following, what we want to do, I want to console.log theme button to see what we get if you have actually the element there. Theme button. Okay, now we have the button. So to see, actually, this is the moon and the moon icon. If I go back, or if I go back, I can also change this one from here. Go to element, inspect. This is the one. Header, and this is the button. If I set here, set sun, then save it. Now you see there is sun. So this is actually that's exactly the same. All right. So to this, what do I want to do next? This is it. So we want to, first of all, we want to add, we want to show the menu. I can remove this event listeners. We want to show the menu on a small screen only if you click the button. This is the nav toggle. So if you click the button, we want to show the menu. So to do that, we want to add, we check first of all if this guy exists. So we check if nav nav toggle, we want to do something, but if nav toggle, first of all, if nav toggle, let's just console.log nav toggle. So if nav toggle, console.log nav toggle. Okay, this is the nav toggle. So what we want to do here, Okay, we want to add active class and remove also active class. This is not toggle. All right. So now I want to remove this guy and put it inside the if the condition. Let's check if if nav toggle we want to do something. So what we want to do is on click, we want to add event on click. So we want to do document nav toggle dot add class add class dot toggle and then active. So you can copy this, just copy this. If you are going along with me, copy this and then go to ChatGPT, get some information about nav toggle dot class dot toggle active. Okay. So if I save, then I go, nope. Okay, guys, I don't know why. If press not working, let's see. I think nav toggle nav link. So we need to add this to nav link. Then our CSS is the class. Is the class. Then I save that. Go back. If I click now, it show. Then we have toggle here. Seriously, the button we will work on installing that. Doesn't show, but at least our toggle button is working. And next, let's work on let's add the toggle to this one first to the theme, to change the theme dark or light. So I'm trying to see what we have here. So when on press, we need to do something. Okay. Theme toggle, where's theme toggle button? Theme toggle, let's name it button btn so that we remember this. What is it? Theme toggle btn. So for theme toggle btn, on click, we want to set the body. We want to add the class to body. So we have, if you see, we have, we can use Mozilla. See that CSS body class. Body, or no, you do document dot body class. All right, so you can use this body class list. Body class list. So copy this one. You go to our chat GPT. Just paste this one here, and they will be able to get some information in the context of the document body. In the context of the DOM, document object model, document.body.class_list is a property in the JavaScript that provides access to the CSS list of classes currently applied to the body. So what we want to do, we want to change the background. If you see our original website, we actually change the body, the whole thing, the whole theme. So I want to do document document.body class. Our AI is a bit smarter to suggest us what to add. So it said document.body.class_list.toggle light mode. Okay, we have light mode class. We have added light mode class. Sorry, if you do close that, Control F or Command F, go to our CSS. We have light class here, light mode class. We have dark mode class and light mode class. So this is what we are doing here. Our AI was smart to suggest us what to add there. So we want to add the document.body.class.toggle light mode. So we want to update the icon based on the current theme. So what I can do is I can do let's say update the icon based on the current So to do that, I'll check if okay, let's see. We are using AI. Remember, we are using AI to help us speed up the process or the development. So that's why you see it's auto completing the rest or suggesting the code to add. So it's up to you to verify if the code is actually good, is correct. So body.class.contains. So if you take now document to take this one, you want to check for the contain, go back to chat GPT. Sorry, go back to chat GPT. So this will help us to know, okay, we want to check if the specified element or specified class exists. The document.body.classlist.contains method check if a specified class exists in the list of the classes applied to the body. If it will return true if the class is present, and false if not. So in the context here is class name. This is what we are doing here. So we want to check now if now the light mode. So we want to set now the theme icon. So this is our theme icon. This is our theme icon. So we want to set the class. We want to change from the current class we have here moon. Remember before I showed you how we could change that from the browser directly. If I just go to here, go to element and hover, you see, or we have the element. This is the class. You can see right now we have moon, but if I change this to sun, I just tap there to sun and then press enter key. You see now we have sun. So this is what we are doing here. We want to set okay, we check if the light mode, we set the theme, the icon to fa slash fa dash sun, and then we the theme class add nope, or remove the sun, and then we set the moon, sorry, else we remove the moon and then we set the sun. This is what happened. Okay, so I save that back. If I press the key, nothing's happening. We want to see the error. We got an error. Theme toggler is not defined in from line 7. No, line 20. Which line was it again? Theme toggler is not defined. So we want to see theme toggler. We don't have theme toggler, but we have instead theme. We have remember we changed toggler to btn. So I'm trying to see where is that toggler, because we changed the class, the variable name to toggler btn to avoid the confusion. So we can search for that theme toggler. Oh yes, here, theme toggler. Now save that, and the error is gone. So if I press, okay, now we have light theme. We have light theme. So you see now everything is gone. And if I press again, we have now have dark theme and light theme. Okay, but the body, you can see the body is not changing except the menu. Don't worry about that. We are going to fix that. But another thing, if you have noticed, you go back to our, this is our original website. If I reload this page, I reload it, you see that the theme is still light. If I change to, it's still dark. If I change to light theme and I reload, so the browser still remember that, okay, this is the light theme. But ours, the current one, if I reload, it change automatically. I set it again to light theme, and then I reload. It's gone back to the initial position, initial state. So to do, we need now to use the cookies. We need to use the local storage to store our current theme mode. So to do that, we are going to this, or what I want to do is I want to store the current theme in the local storage. So how to access the local storage? If you say local storage, console.log, so console.log, console.log, local storage. What we get here, this is our website, console.log, local storage is actually nothing. What console.log, local storage dot if I can take local storage, go to ChatGPT to get some information, just to help you understand local storage. Okay, local storage. Okay, local storage in JavaScript is a feature of the web storage API that allows you to store keys, value pairs in the browser. Okay, you can see we have here. So you can set the local storage, basic method of the local storage. You can read, have so much information. You can please go ahead and read all of them. Please go ahead and read the information. So we have local storage will set theme dark mode. So this is actually ChatGPT is helping us to understand our context. So we want to set, let's say for example, that example from ChatGPT. You say, okay, local storage dot set item theme mode is equal to dark mode. So this is not dark mode, but this is light mode. Say light mode. Okay, else we want to store, we want to set to dark mode then. So else is dark mode. Okay. Now if we go back to our website, and first of all, there's no error. So we're trying to see if I reload here, was it still light mode, and then that was still the dark mode, and then if I set to light mode, and then I reload back, this is not working. Why? Because we're supposed to check, first of all, we're supposed to check when the page loads, and then we set the actually the theme. So we wait once you reload the page, we check the current state and then set the theme. So to do that, we can check, you can use window, get the current theme. AI, do you have something to help us? Nope. We want to do window dot add event listener. So we want to listen on DOM loaded document object model. So DOM loaded. So we want to do something. What we want to do, what we want to create our event. This time let's add an event. Okay. We want to get the theme. So we can do, say, get the theme, get the current theme saved. So you can do const theme saved, theme saved. Sorry, const theme saved is equal to document dot get element is equal to local storage dot get item theme. So once again, if you don't understand, you can spend some time play around with this to understand at least what is there. So um we want to check if the theme, the saved theme, is equal to one of our light or dark mode. So we want to do something. Okay, just try press on tab to select this, and then I will I will read to understand. Document body.class list dot add light theme. If it was light theme, but else we just leave it like that. We could do else, do something. I say do something, but instead just leave it. We just concerned with one. By default, is it light theme or the dark theme by default? Okay, so we'll set we will add the theme mode, and we also set the icon, theme icon, remove sun, set, and then set moon, and what else? If I just save this one, you want to see we don't have error. If I reload, yes, okay, but I think we need to take this one. We need to do this before set any other theme. So I need to do this. We need to do this first. So on page load, we need to check the current theme. Now you see the difference. When page load, we need to check the current theme. If it's okay, let's see this one. We need to check the current theme, so we still have some things to add here. We can do else, remove light theme, and then add sun. So what we have. Okay, if you reload, and then I reload again. Okay. Um. hmm, What else we have to check there? First of all, I think we need to that we need to work on the rest of the CSS, and then we will get back to our JavaScript. But you see, at least you have seen this is what we have here. So you can change the theme mode, but header, we have a little bit of CSS to correct. First of all, see our header, and then this header, the default color for the header. See the default color for the header. So means that header doesn't have color. Um, Header, where's header again? Can search for header. That's the header color, but we want to target the light theme mode, and want to set the header color. But if you see now from our website, if you set the head color to light, this light is not very. But if you set the head color to light, for example, I can remove that one here, and want to see what will happen. That one doesn't change. Okay, so we know now this is working. And but text. So the problem is the text is not changing. If you change, the text is not showing, even if it's on dark mode text. So what we want to do, we want to change the text color also. So to target that, you can do theme, and then also add that we target theme, and then target the header. So theme all. Nope. Let's add all. Nope. Let's see. Nope. I want to target the H1 header. I don't. Is it H1 or H2? Which one are you using? Are we using here? Actually, this is navigation link. So we want to target the link, the A. Let's see. Okay, now we have color. What else missing there? Okay, let's see. But we haven't checked the body yet. But at least that you see, you can now change the color. But now the body, you see now the body is still white. That was what I was telling you, that color we are going to work on the color again. First of all, by default, where's the body color? Let's see the body. So just the body. If you remove this color, what do we have? It's not showing anything, but we want to check from the theme mode. We want to target the body. So to set the color for the body, background color. So what I would like to do is, I want to first of all check the current color we have, go to element inspect. It's the element inspect. So this is the class we have. Oh no, we don't have class header and then many. So we want to add a class here. I don't know, we add the class or we target the body. We don't want to add class. We want to set the actually target the body and then change the color. You can see here nothing is changing except the header. Everything else remaining the same. So what we want to set, we want to go to, first of all, where's theme light? This is a theme mode light. So in our theme light mode, we want to set the background color, okay, and then color for the text. Let's set to dark, that's 33, or to black. We want to set the header. Color. So here we are setting header color exactly. The following one is we want to set the articles. So if you see here, we've got articles. So I can show you that if you go to the body, we want to target this one. So we have main section and articles. So we have main section, and then articles, and then we have article class, etc. So we want to do in a light theme mode. I can copy this one. Let me copy one of these and then set. So we set articles. I want to target first of all article class, and then target article class and article. We also want to target article dot paragraph. Okay, article dot paragraph, and then I don't know, let's save this one first. I want to see dark mode article. Nope. What I'm trying to do is we want to target the articles first. Target articles. We don't need this one first. Want to target the articles, and then we set the background to light theme mode. Okay, that's correct. And then we have article and then article h1. We also want to access the h1, so article and article h1, h2. H2 is the title. Sorry, h2 is the title. So you want to set the background color and the text color. The following one is we want to target now the navigation links. Say body. I want to target that body dot light. We want to target the navigation thing. So nav, I'll do navigation links. Nav links, and then list and whatever there. We want to set the color to dark,
Uh, let's see. Nope. But if you want to change it now, the color for just, we can remove this one from here, but just target this and then set it color. Let's say to light blue, and you'll see that if you change, no, it's not changing. But I could remove the list. Let me remove no, navigation list. Which one is navigation list here? Oh, that is the one. So this one actually is not that we are using. So forget about this one, because this is actually the header. So we don't want to change the header color. Header color, the navigation links for the header, we just keep it that way. So we just target the a color. Actually is the same. So forget about this. Roll, don't want that. Okay, so now the color is just dark, even if the theme is light. But now we want to set the background for the article if it's light. But if it's dark mode like this, so we want to have everything dark like here. If you see on dark mode, everything is just dark. So to do that, we want to look for dark mode. We don't have dark mode set yet. The dark mode, set body. Mm, body, where's, I'm trying to see if we have dark mode here already. We don't have any. So we can go ahead and set here, say dark mode styles. So in dark mode styles, we want to set the background. Nope, background to dark, and then color to white. That is it. But okay, this is what we get. This is our article. Nope. Okay, but we want to target also. If I remove this one, I copy this one, paste, and then I said dark mode articles. Okay, and articles. Nope. The articles. Okay, this is just targeting the card, not the whole thing. But what happens if we set this just dark mode? Let's remove this class to target everything at the same time. Now we are able to target everything in dark mode, but that dark is not this. Is actually pretty much the same. Um, so if you change, okay, now our links here, they looks a bit funny, and then the bottom, we want to control now the footer color. Dark mode, where's the footer? So dark mode footer background, can we remove? We don't want to remove the background. We want to keep the background, except want to keep the background this way. The color, this is the color. So I want to set the first of all the color for background or footer for light mode is a bit lighter. Okay.
This is the background color for the footer. So what we are trying to do is we want to control now the color, this color on the dark mode. So what we want to do, I can also add, what happens if I add, I can copy this and then just set here, let's set footer, text to dark, nope, no. Let's say footer, okay, but it doesn't look like it's the same color. This one is a bit different from the top one, but we can change a bit, just a little bit, just here, but to keep the text white. This is our website now. If you scroll down, now this is what we see. This is what we got here, and that's the bottom one. So if you change to light mode, light mode, now the footer is still right, but so we can target the footer with the everything in the light mode. If you go up here, we want to target the footer, so I can just copy one of this guy and here, sorry, let's just add comment here, say footer. So I'll do footer, everything, sorry, footer with all the element, all the children. So we want to set, okay, background, background color to light, but that light we will change it a little bit. It's not that light as if you see this light we have here. All right, see this, the light we have here is a bit different. So this is just helping us to exercise. This exercise help you understand the CSS, understand the concept or everything, to help you create your own project or work on a different issue. So the current background now in the light mode, this is what we have, but we can make it just a little bit lighter. This is it. It's not the same. You could also still go to the original one, copy the color. We don't want to do that. So we see now buttons. We have a button issue with the nav bar, so we also need to target this. So these are the things you need to do. For the light mode also, you want to set the same color for the header. So what we could have just done the same thing here and then remove this guy. Yes. So instead to remove that guy, you keep it, but now target the header and target the header. Okay, no, keep that one and then get rid of this. Save. So reload. We want to see now we have our header and dark. They appear to have the same color, except we also need to change the color for the input. So if you want to change the color for input, you understand what you need to do. So you have to go take this one and then target the input. So we want to target just input in light mode, but you want to set the background color to a bit yellow. So this is on light mode. So if you take light mode, this is what we have here. You can change the color, the light mode, to set it to this color. You can set any color you want. So you are just playing around with the styling, whatever. This is what helps us to learn much about CSS. So now we see the button. You can now set also the button color. So if you want, could you do this? Target now the button, all buttons. So you set the color to dark, and then the background set it to, just set to green, background to green. And then if I save this, you see now the button, this is the button, but we can set the color to white. If this is green, set color to white. Save this back. See now color is not really white. Oh, color is not white. Color to white. Okay. So for now, if we go to dark mode, this is what we have in dark mode. But we want to, in dark mode, we want to target also the button in dark mode. Dark mode, where is it again? Dark mode. We can also add input here. Also want to target input, but I don't want to target input that way, because you see, we don't want to do that way. So I want to create a new, another property here. Let me say dark mode input. So I want to set the background to just light green, and then color to dark. Then save that. Input, which one did you set here? Was it light? Okay. Input dark mode, then we're targeting input. Let's see, all the inputs. No. Background color. Do you have another property like this? You have another background color for input for dark mode. Have another? Nope, guys. So input can also set, no, wait, where's input here? Do we have input here? No, we are not targeting input, but we can go to Mozilla or to W3 School to learn about input. So this will help you. Say input. This will help you style the input, whatever you want to style. I'm still looking where is input here, but we are setting something here. I don't know. Move that, go back. So now we are checking, but what I want to do, we can also do dark mode. What happens if I remove this? I put just below this one. See if you change the back. Now we are able to change the background. Okay, the problem here, we are setting the, see here, if it's before, remember the computer read from top to the bottom. So we set the background color for the input, and then we came here, we change the input, we change everything from the all children. We set the different color, background, and whatever for children from footer. So all element we change the color, but here we just set. So if you want, you just remove this one. You can remove this. Where is it again? And then set, put it back, put at the bottom. So after completed this, the computer will come to execute this, and then we found, okay, we reset the color for input. All right, so this is it, guys. So thank you for watching. This is so much fun. You can see with the buttons are still there. You can change the color. Our website are much responsive in a small screen. So thank you for watching. When you have some work to do for you by yourself, try to style this one, complete the button, um, fix the button. So make sure that it appear on top of this one. If you see our original project, the button is actually the block line, and then this one is not the same. You can also try to style these icons, whatever, and then also try to style this anchor tag, etc. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe to get much update, and the code for this project I will leave it on my GitHub. Thank you for watching. My name is Shaban Muswamba.